Who wants a fat shin chibi? Anybody? Anybody? Welcome, guys, and we are getting a little bit more in depth of 709 chapter where, I just talk more about what I liked and what I disliked, and we're talking Sasuke and Sarada's relationship. We talked about Sakura and Sarada's relationship, and I talked about Naruto and Boruto's relationship for the trailers. Let's talk about Sasuke and Sarada's relationship now, and a little bit of the chapter that we got in 709. Now, what I said I did like was basically there was a lot of great kind of moments in there, especially with the Sarada, finding her true self, going, battling the little shins. Naruto, using Shadow Clone, and also Sasuke using Susanoo. Sakura holding her own against Shin. The betrayal of the little shins. I mean, there were some good moments, but I did feel a little bit rushed. I felt like it just felt too rushed for me. It just really did. But let's talk about Sasuke and Sarada's relationship through this whole thing. Now, we're almost to the end. We're probably last chapter is next week. And Sarada was the main protagonist. And I think that was a great idea to have her be the main protagonist of this Naruto Gaiden manga, because Boruto the movie will just really, that leads us definitely craving more for Boruto, and that's great because the movie will give us all Boruto that we want and really get to know this character. So I say kudos, even though I would have loved to see Boruto in the manga a little bit more. It's great to see that, hey, you know what, they really established the Sarada character, and I'm pretty sure she's going to have some really good connections with Boruto, especially with her idol being Naruto, the Hokage, and her dad being, of course, Sasuke, his teacher. But, I really did appreciate the fact that they really established Sarada at Uchiha, and I think people wanted to know what her character was all about, especially, this is Sasuke and Sakura's daughter, or it's Sasuke and Karen's daughter. Now, that's the thing, like, we probably won't find out for sure until next week about whether if that DNA test was right, or maybe we won't find out at all. Maybe that DNA test was to tell us this is not Sakura's daughter by blood, this is Sasuke and Karen's daughter. But we're still waiting for kind of the explanation from Sasuke. Who knows if he'll give it to us, who knows if Kishimoto will give it to us, but he probably will. Now, with Sasuke taking this mission and being gone all of Sarada's life, I don't know, maybe they say that he wasn't there when she was born, but I'm pretty sure there's been flashbacks of Sarada holding hands with Sakura and Sasuke when she was really little. I don't know if that's really just a memory or just, her wanting it to be a memory. But overall, I think Sasuke and Sarada's relationship is definitely the more heartbreaking one. Especially Boruto, it makes Boruto and Naruto's relationship just, nothing. Because, honestly, Naruto is in the village all the time. Naruto is in that village, and he sees Boruto. He sees his family when he goes home. With Sasuke, he's not there. He's not even in the village. So, with that's a different kind of play as well. Because, Sarada is longing for a father figure. Her mother is doing the best she can. But, like I said in my other video, just because your father figure is not there doesn't mean you're going to stray away. It really is up to you whether you go the good path or the bad path, or the okay path, so to speak. And she has gone okay. She's not a very she's very level-headed. She's very gentle and nice. She's actually has a personality other than when Sasuke was little. She has Chocho, I believe, as one of her best friends. I mean, Sarada really is a good kid, and she is really powerful and really strong. And, that's kudos to Sakura. And even though Sasuke does have this mission, this is a shinobi world. This is what happens, People have to take missions that, look at Kakashi's father, the White Fang. I mean, he took these missions where it boiled down to this: he couldn't save people, so he committed suicide. The shinobi world, just like in the Boruto the movie trailer, just because we're in peace does not mean the shinobi, the forte or the whole philosophy of the shinobi is just gone like that. I mean, we still have these set of rules. We still have sacrifice we have to make, and Sasuke sacrificed in order to protect his wife and his daughter is to go find out about Kaguya, of course, and basically hope that they're the last. She is one of the last Uchihas left on Earth. So I mean, or on in that present universe. So Sasuke, of course, is going to want to protect her. So Sasuke is showing love just differently, and we all know Sasuke's personality. He is kind of cold-hearted. He definitely is cold-hearted. He just doesn't know how to attach to people. But I am seeing little differences between older Sasuke and younger Sasuke. Sasuke definitely is more vocal of his opinions with everybody else, with the Hokages and Naruto and Sakura. He definitely loves his wife, because we see a lot of these translations where he's, saying, my wife, this and that. He really just throws it out there that that's my wife. She's not weak. I love her, and my child, And then, of course, Sakura saying it back to him, like, darling, this and that. So there is love there. So if you're disputing love between Sasuke and Sakura, it's there. It's there. What happened prior to that with Karen, if that were the case, that's different. But he does love Sarada and Sakura. And Sakura understood that he was going to go off to this mission. We don't see any panels. We don't see anything whether her disagreeing. We see her agreeing, and we see her taking that secret and keeping that secret, because only a few knew what Sasuke was doing. So Sasuke's love for Sarada is totally different than, it's different than Naruto. Naruto is busy while Sasuke is on this mission. So to say these guys, Sasuke is a bad dad, you could kind of say that because he's been gone for so long, and there's other, technology is a huge part of the shinobi in Konoha village. Even though Naruto addresses like Sasuke still uses the old ways, I think Sasuke could have written Sarada. He could have, used a computer for Sarada. I've seen a fan art where he's using this, the live reaction, or the live kind of, feedback stuff, like Skype and FaceTime. But it's Sasuke. It's Sasuke. But for Sasuke, you could make an argument of him being not as support. He could have done all these things. He could have even when he meets Sarada, he's kind of cold to her. He's not as abrasive. But that's kind of you can also say that's Sasuke's personality, so to speak. But he shows love to Sarada in a different manner. He's trying to protect her and Sakura. So I hope going down the road, we do see Sasuke open up a little bit. But who knows? Him being a bad dad, I don't want to say that, because I've seen dialogue, I've seen panels, I've seen the overall mission is him protecting his wife and his daughter. So you can't say, somebody who puts it, has to make that sacrifice to protect the ones he loves. That's the same thing as Naruto, so to speak. Naruto is protecting the village, has to work hard, is more mature, knows that the village is his whole family, and he has to make time for the village more than his family to make sure everybody is safe. And that goes for his family especially. He always wants to make sure his family is safe. But Naruto is there to be there with Boruto and Himawari and Hinata, where Sasuke is not. So there's difference, but then there's similar a little bit. But they know Goku, that's what I'm saying. But Sasuke and Sarada's relationship, I wanted a little bit more in the series. I wanted to see, we are getting a little, definitely Sarada is a little sour towards Sasuke at this point. She does think that he's probably really awesome, as a shinobi, but it is a little sour. I hope they kind of resolve it towards the end, last chapter, or even Boruto the movie, because, Sasuke is back. He's back. His mission is done. He's back. So what's that family household going to be like, and the whole situation with Karen. So the manga, like I said, I wanted definitely more of Sasuke and Sarada, a little bit more of a relationship, a little bit more of reasons why he didn't contact her, or just get this whole Karen thing resolved. But it's going to be rushed. It seems like it's going to be rushed, so it is what it is. But I do understand what Kishimoto was kind of going with Sasuke and with Sarada, and definitely trying to build up the conflict and this mystery and all kinds of crazy stuff. But this Naruto Gaiden as a whole is I really enjoyed it. I do feel like we need more. I want more. I think a lot of people want more of Naruto Gaiden. We want to see these characters really establish their own legacy, especially Boruto and especially Sarada. But who knows? Who knows? If Kishimoto puts down the pen and he's done, he's done. He deserves it. It is what it is. Sarada, was her story, and I think they did a great job with her. I really get the sense of the character. I really get the sense of her dread, her sadness, her happiness, her joy. Well, it's pretty much the same. But, I really get the sense of this character and her, pretty much, her heartbreak of this whole situation. Her family matters, her striving to find out, her dad, her ambition, her wanting to impress, her wanting to protect her family, especially with this last chapter. So it was good stuff. I really enjoyed it. So let me know what you guys thought. I mean, definitely talked about, if you want to talk about this chapter, whatever, just let me guys. I really wanted to focus on Sasuke and Sarada's relationship and why Sasuke, to me, is not quite a bad dad because he's doing the right reasons, but he doesn't show the same. His love is so much different towards Sarada. And you can make points in an argument that Sasuke is kind of like a bad dad, that he's not making the effort, so to speak. But everybody has an opinion. I think I see two sides of the coin. So if you make a judge, if you make points that Sasuke's not a great dad and Sasuke's relationship with Sarada is just toxic, or not toxic, but he didn't do everything he could. It just seemed that he didn't love Sarada as much, as we thought he would. That's fine. I want to hear you guys' points because, I could see the argument being made on that because Sasuke and Sarada's relationship is definitely a unique one, especially with this whole mission thing. But there was ways for him to contact her, and so to speak. But overall, I do enjoy the Uchiha family, even with its drama, and I want to see it now that it's together, now that Sasuke's mission is over and he's in the village. I want to see Sasuke in the village. I want to see if there's any difference between him in the village and him way back when. So let's see that difference. We already see the dialogue being different, especially how he expresses loves for Sakura and his child. So thank you guys for listening. I'm Dan the Man. If you haven't already, subscribe, please. And please like the video if you like it. And I want to hear you guys' comments. Let me know. If you guys got points, throw it at me. Everybody has an opinion, and that's great. I want to hear it. I mean, two sides of the coin. Remember that. And that's about it. And look at my Q&A video. Ask me anything you want, because at the end of this week, I'm going to be answering all you guys' questions. So thank you guys for listening, and I am out.